After a considerable dip in the market, it seems like cryptocurrency has finally caught its break. Recent reports suggest that minor currencies have seen a rise of double digits, and as for Bitcoin, well, it managed to regain the $20,000 mark. Yikes, that sounds like a lot. Well, this is certainly good news for crypto investors who'd only received bad news of late. In today's video, we'll tell you all about this increase and what to expect next. First up, here's what you need to know. Bitcoin, as of now, is comfortable sitting at $20,576.40, a position it hasn't held in over 3 weeks. This increase of 5% in its value was accompanied by Ether's soaring value, which is now only 11% less than its highest price. And well, they aren't the only ones. Other cryptocurrencies, such as MicroStrategy and Coinbase, have also risen by 10% each. Apart from this, crypto miners seem to have run into an even higher fortune. Riot Blockchain, Hut8, Marathon Digital, and Bitfarms have also seen increases ranging from 11 to 18%. This has, of course, sent crypto stocks soaring since they're in high demand now. Wow. Seems like Christmas came a little early for crypto investors, but if we're being honest, the poor guys deserved this good news since they've only heard bad stuff over the past few months. So get ready to fill up your wallets again, guys. You never know how long it'll last this time. Let's take a look at how the stocks are doing right now. Last Monday, on the 24th of October, the ARK FinTech Innovation Fund of Cathie Wood added 10,880 shares of Coinbase to their holdings. With this latest addition, their stake in the stock has reached around 60.5 million, which accounts for approximately 8% of the fund's investments. On a side note, Coinbase and ARK Fund go way back. ARK Fund's buying in the cryptocurrency sent out an alarm to the SEC, which led to an investigation of the company. Why was this suspicious, you ask? Well, the fund had recently dumped their shares in July, so moving ahead with a new deal seemed rather suspicious. Don't you agree? The dollar and bond yields are facing a considerable decrease in value. Many speculations suggest that the U.S. Federal Reserve might be coming close to the end of its rate hike cycle. This is supported by the fact that crypto isn't alone. It's rallying along with other traditional equity markets. Nasdaq has recently seen an increase of 1.6%, and the S&P 500 has gone up by 1.1%. Following up, here's a closer look at what's happening. Bitcoin continues to rise up and up, a momentum that's been able to hold for 3 days now. This increase in its value has pushed the currency beyond the $1 trillion mark of its market capitalization. But why did this sudden increase occur? Well, it could be that users' confidence has been restored in the market after some key developments. And of course, there are bound to be several other reasons that led to this increase. So let's move on to them now. Up next, here's an explanation of this increase in valuation. According to reports, Bitcoin's short liquidation has reached the $550 million benchmark over the past 24 hours. This liquidation haul followed the earlier trend, where over 704 million were liquidated on the 25th of October. This brings the amount of liquidated shorts up to more than $1 billion. This is helping the currency, since short liquidation directly helps push prices by enabling automated buy pressure. Apart from this, it seems as though the macro climate is improving, which is good for the growth of Bitcoin. This improvement is owed to the belief of the population that the Federal Reserve will be rolling out smaller interest rate hikes pretty soon. So with lower interest rates than anticipated in the future, the crypto market might be able to make its long overdue recovery. Moving on, here's how some governments are helping to increase Bitcoin's value. Having a crypto-friendly leader on your side can never hurt. The United Kingdom's new Prime Minister seems to have boosted investors' confidence with his advocacy. It's expected that he'll soon introduce major reforms in this area. He's even shown willingness to turn the United Kingdom into a cryptocurrency hub. The parliament in the country also agreed upon finally recognizing cryptocurrencies as authorized financial instruments. So the US government might not be all that friendly towards crypto, but Britain's support is definitely enough to help it grow. That's going to help the growth of cryptocurrency in the longer run. And not to mention, it will also help in creating a positive environment for investors. Well, that's all we have for this sudden increase on the valuation of cryptocurrencies. With a greater cash inflow, cryptocurrencies are bound to go after some developments. So, let's look at what Bitcoin has planned for the future now that it's finally crossed the $20,000 mark. Up next, here's how Bitcoin is looking to expand its services. Cash apps have announced that they'll now support Bitcoin Lightning payments. This is a huge step for cryptocurrency since it'll play a major role in making it accessible to a wider audience. Through this service, all users across America, except for those in New York, will be able to receive Bitcoins through Lightning Network. Apart from this, here's another good news for Bitcoin users. Apple recently clarified its terms and conditions surrounding cryptocurrency exchanges and NFTs. These These rules clearly state when listing a cryptocurrency exchange app is okay. Such a step is good for not just Bitcoin, but other currencies since it opens up the market. Following up, here's what to expect from Bitcoin's performance in the coming days. This continuous hike in Bitcoin's value seems almost too good to be true, and for some crypto strategists, it's just that. One such expert, Capo, took to Twitter to warn his followers not to fall for this bull trap. He stated that the cryptocurrency would be hitting the value of $21,000 this week, after which it's going to head straight down. But even if it is a so-called bull trap, you can't blame the investors for getting all excited about it since things weren't really looking that good only a week ago. Now, let's look at what's happening in the market. In the last 24 hours, Bitcoin has seen the liquidation of more than 16,000 leveraged short positions. So what does this mean for the market? With all of these high liquidations going on, Bitcoin has seen an increase in the estimated leverage ratio, which means that the investors are now deciding to go long. But as mentioned before, many believe this sudden increase might not amount to much, so if you've invested a fortune in Bitcoin, you might as well want to secure it as soon as possible. With bulls and bears currently in the middle of a battle for dominance, the price of Bitcoin remains stable, but it might not stay like this for long. Lastly, are there any other alternatives? So if this sudden surge in the value of Bitcoin turns out to be something too good to be true, what other options do investors have? Well, this question has popped up in many people's minds who are now starting to look elsewhere. Here are some lucrative options to go for as Bitcoin levels out. D2T can serve as one of the best alternatives to Bitcoin. It's been created on an Ethereum platform, making it a reliable investment. And on top of this, its performance has been pretty good in the market. You'll also be interested to know that the first phase of their pre-sale concluded after $2 million had been raised. And what's even more interesting is that it has 9 levels in its pre-sale, with an increase in price at every level. If that doesn't sound like a good investment, then we don't know what does. And well, if D2T is not to your liking, then we've also got IMPT, which is IMPT.io ecosystem's native coin. This coin is also in its pre-sale stage and has gathered more than $10 million in the past month. This investment is also perfect for you since IMPT.io is using its platform to deal with environmental problems with the help of blockchain technology. It aims to focus on improving the carbon credits market while reducing the number of carbon emissions that have emerged as perhaps the main cause of increased global warming. We don't know about you, but we've got a favorite. Which one will you be investing in? That's a wrap for this video, folks. What do you make of this sudden increase in the values of cryptocurrencies? And do you agree that this sudden rise might not amount to much? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more awesome videos like this. See you in the next one with the latest updates.